Start streaming.
What are you on HGH?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on in my head. My head. All right, we are
Anthony
live.
just confessed to being on steroids.
I did not such
Are we
thing.
live?
Yeah, we are live. I have like a mullet now. It's getting crazy.
Black people can't have mullets. What you can have is that little kick in the back. But a true mullet's gonna rest on your neck and shoulders, and you just can't have that without a Jerry curl. Anthony,
Yes.
I say we begin. Anthony, once again we're across from each other, mics in front of faces, boards nearby. It must be podcast time, Anthony.
It is.
It's time for Love and Chokes.
It is.
And when I say it's time for Love and Chokes, it means it's time to ask you the question I always have to fucking ask you, Anthony. And that question is what to do.
Not much. I got done training at SAS. I got my first team photo, so I guess that means I'm a part of the team now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did like a team.
Aw.
They did a training photo on Saturday, or today Saturday. So I was there. I got.
I see that in a patronizing tone, only because it's you,
Yeah.
not because it's SAS.
Yeah.
I fuck with those guys. You already know. Like most of those guys were my students.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know, because I don't know how much they've grown. But I imagine at the time of Corona, not that much. So I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess that it's most of the same motherfuckers that were there before. And I'm not running anybody down by saying that. That's just the nature of the beast right now.
Right.
Only the best of businessmen are truly growing in these times. It's so hard to convince people to touch each other when you've been telling them for months and months and months that they must stay in their homes or someone could die. Like it's a hard time to be a fucking combat sports like teacher or business owner. It's a tough time. So I'm glad there was a team photo. I'm glad that there's a team at all. You know.
Yeah.
And I support all those boys. Like you know who you are. I'm not gonna name you. I'm not gonna shout you out one by one. Because if I forget one of you, then they're gonna be like, I always knew he fucking hated me. You know? So I'd rather risk offending all of you than really hurting one of you.
That's true. That's real life.
So yeah, so you got your team photo.
Yeah. I got my butt beat by.
How did that make you feel?
I didn't because I didn't know what we were supposed to do. I didn't know if we were supposed to smile or be tough, so I just smiled. Nobody gave me the instructions. So
There's always different versions, right?
Yeah.
So there's like, all right, everybody like, we're gonna take the team picture. It's jujitsu, so they always do the arm over arm. No, you're not supposed to weave them. You're fucking it up. You're not supposed to weave them. See, the psychology is, Anthony, and this is like old school jujitsu shit. I'm gonna change the angle on the camera right now
yeah.
so I can stand up. Look. Let me tell you what's going on in the streets right now. Look, if you cross your arms like yonder, right, then I'm bound, right? If I even wrap it up further, I'm bound. If there's a conflict, it's almost like I've wrapped my arms. Now, of course, I've done this of my own free will. And as long as no one binds me before I can slide my wrists separate, right?
Yeah.
That's not going to be a problem in a combat environment. But if I go hand over hand, I'm much more free. I'm much more available. I can change the connection of my arms in more ways, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is nitpicking, right? But that's the whole fucking point. That's jujitsu, essentially. Jujitsu is, what if we made it more efficient?
Yeah.
But what if we made it better? It's like, that's jujitsu, like in a nutshell, right?
Yeah.
So, of course, they don't want to fucking do this. They want to put the arms on top. Don't bind them, just overlap them. So it's shit like that. Like, and it's like, do we make the fucking scowl face? Do we go super stoic with this shit? Or are we like, oh, we're a family? And then everyone's smiling, arms around each other and shit, throwing up shakas even though you can't surf and never been to fucking Hawaii, you fucking marks.
I just do a thumbs up. I smile with the thumbs up.
Love you. The Andres thumbs up is the strongest thumbs up of all time.
What does he
Andres
do?
throws that bitch like, man! Like,
what's
throws
up?
that bitch forward, dog.
Like,
It's incredible. Like, it's incredible. I don't even do anything anymore besides the too sweet.
yeah.
You know, because I don't. It's just. It's my nature to have equal parts love and respect and absolute disdain for the culture that I'm in, right? So it's like, if everybody's throwing up the shaka, I'm going to be like, no, too sweet me.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'm not doing that. Oh, we're all slapping hands and bumping fists. cool, I'm not a white belt anymore. I'll give you a double tap, but I'm just doing whatever I want both times. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
it's whatever.
it's shit like that.
He'll give you that V8 great. Wish I would have had a V8 double tap. Blah, blah.
Yeah, like that's what you need.
Exactly.
And honestly, I need the double tap too now because I'm brainwashed too. Like, without the double tap, are we fighting?
It's like
Because one tap or a handshake, and we could be competing against each other for like real money, a medal, something like that's important to me. I don't double tap in tournaments.
You really?
You get one.
Get one. Yeah, you do. You do like you swat at him. Like get out of here,
Dude.
Nat.
Fuck out of here.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here, kid. Ooh.
Speaking of tournaments, I posted a tournament loss of mine on Instagram. Because I had a conversation with a person that doesn't even do jujitsu.
Yeah.
And this person was all like, everyone just posts their very best moments on Instagram, and it's fucking draining the shit out of me. And I was like, well, first of all, put your fucking phone down.
Aren't you an
Like,
adult?
if you're on Instagram and it's detrimental to you, don't fucking be on Instagram for a while. Like, put that bitch down. And my initial thought was to kind of, like, not speak to this person like it was dismissive, right? But to be like, man, it doesn't really matter. But then I really thought about it for a second, and I was like, no, that is what everyone does, including me.
Right.
Like, you don't put up the shitty rep. You don't put up when your abs didn't look perfect. You pick and choose what you put out there. And so the first thing I did was take a piece of me that's very like raw and kind of vulnerable, and that's like me playing guitar, especially without me singing.
Yeah.
Just me playing guitar. And I'm learning guitar scales for the first time, even though I've owned a guitar since the time I was 14 years old. And I started writing songs on that guitar when I was 15 or 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never had I ever truly learned how to play the motherfucker. And it's not that I've been hiding that. I've just never really talked about it very much. Like, I've told people where it was relevant. Like, if you play guitar, I'm like, no, I don't really know how to play. Can you teach me something? Like, I asked them about scales and shit. I asked them about things.
Yeah.
But, like, you would never know how shit I am at guitar unless you play guitar too. You would just assume that I play guitar. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You just like if you don't from the outside looking in, you play guitar, but from everybody else who's in that subculture, it's like, oh, you know how to play, but you don't really understand the mechanics.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to make that painfully obvious. So I just set up the camera and started practicing. And then I took a piece of practice that sounded like shit and put it on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
and I wrote a caption about it. Like everybody just post their best shit. Here's something where I don't look my best.
Yeah.
Just so that it's out there. So that if you think everybody's doing that, like, everyone's not doing that today. Today, I'm not doing that. And then the next post I posted wasn't even... Alright, so I could have posted the entire match with Gary Tonin. Right?
Yeah.
And I thought about this. I really thought about it. Because my instinct said, just put the whole match up there. But then it won't come across the right way, Anthony.
No, it'll come off
You
crosses.
know why?
Yeah.
Because there's a moment where I take Gary down. And it would look like I was saying I was like on his level, or he caught me in a transition, but it was really an even match. You know, like, it would look like I was trying to say something I wasn't trying to say.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, how about the moment that I tap and the moment that his hand's getting raised and mine's not? like,
watch
I'm
this.
gonna put that. You know?
Yeah, like
the
that
part
little.
that sucks the most for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get it.
I'm gonna put that section of the match on the internet, and then I wrote a longer caption about just like how my early black belt sucked. I lost a lot of matches. Like, I lost to Gary. That same day I lost another match to Stutzman.
Your glasses.
Oh wait, we'll get to that.
Okay.
And so yeah, my black belt campaign was difficult. But then I had to make some changes, right? I lost that fight to win match. I started working out with Matt.
Yeah.
And that really helped.
Yeah.
You know? My last fight to win matches were victories. Like, the black belt, I'll start to turn around. And I feel like I'm hitting another curve right now where things are turning around. Where I'm training with Henry more. I just started working with Ricky Lundell.
Nice.
And these are people who I look up and I'm like, these are giants. These guys have worked with giants. They've been where I want to be. And now these guys are coming to a location that I asked them to spend time with me and make me better. And they're invested in it when they're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a crazy place to be, but yeah. It's just be cautious out there if that's bothering you. You know, if you're like, man, I can't believe everybody's got this and everybody's got that. Like, you don't know what the fuck they got or don't got. You just know what was in that camera frame for that split second they chose to show you of their day.
Yeah.
Everybody's struggling. Everybody. Like right now.
There you go.
I'm struggling with the idea that every time I podcast, I feel like I'm hiding my eyes from the audience that watches the podcast. And I'm hiding my eyes via my glasses. And so I'm going to try to podcast without them today and see how it goes.
Oh my God.
But, you know, I can't promise you this will be a regular thing. So
This is terrible.
that's what's going on in the streets, Anthony.
I understand.
No glasses, no perfection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's put a little bit more honesty in the streets.
No,
Put a little bit more honesty in your social media.
no perfection.
You know?
We're old men.
Like, if you're not wearing pants, Anthony, you gotta tell the people you're not wearing pants. I'm not wearing pants. You have pants. I'm at home. This is quarantine.
Yeah.
This is a completely acceptable fucking social distancing outfit.
No, that's an everyday outfit. I would wear that every day. Like, I'm going outside like this. I'm going to the store like this. I'm going to get groceries like this.
Look, I've definitely gone to the grocery store in these shorts.
See? There you go. Let's not kid
But
ourselves.
I don't think I would get the kind of attention I actually want, right? Like, it's funny how that works, right? It's like, these shorts feel consistent with my personality to me,
Yeah.
but only in relation to how I see myself.
Yeah.
I'm aware that if somebody sees me in these shorts, they're going to think a bunch of things that I'm not meaning to imply.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but who cares?
It's not like who cares. Technically, I care.
Yeah, it's like why?
Right? Like,
Why?
technically, I would want the kind of attention drawn to me that I would want drawn to me, and not the kind of attention and not the kind of associations that I don't. But I don't get to control any of that
Yeah.
other than what actions I take.
Yeah.
I can't be like, I know you think this means this, but what it really means is this.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get inside your head and fix it for you.
like-
But I wish I could.
It's like everybody already thinks you're gay, so who cares? Like, who cares?
I know, right?
It's like, who cares?
That's another fact.
Yeah, it's like, who cares? Like, at this point, it's like, whatever.
Don't worry. Everybody except for the people that want to fuck you think you're gay.
Exactly.
And half of those people think you're gay too.
So there you go. It's like, so there
They
you
just
go.
don't give a fuck. They're like, well, he might be gay, but he'll fuck me, so that's not care
So that's all I need right now. It's like I can push past the other stuff.
Yeah, the state of being is very, very. It's a very strange thing to think about, really.
Yeah.
Like, no one's straight when they're eating a sandwich, right? Like, in the moment that I'm eating a sandwich, I'm just eating a sandwich. Do I really have sexuality when I'm drinking water? Like, if that's all I'm thinking about, like, say I just went for a sprint. In the moment that I'm like, fuck, oh my god, I'm so tired. It's so hot in the desert. I'm fucking dying. I need a sip of water. Oh my god, I almost died. At any of those moments, that 15 seconds of my day, am I straight in those moments?
Depends on where you come from. Some people.
Is like sexuality a part of even like any fiber of my being in that particular moment?
For some people, yeah.
See, I don't know, man. You could argue that I'm hypersexual, and like in those beats, it's not. The only thing I would be thinking about is water.
Yeah. But
But the second that my mind can go idle, like say I'm in a grocery store and I'm walking toward the fruit snacks,
yeah.
and I know I have to get fruit snacks. Well, fruit snacks doesn't seem as immediate as that water did when I needed it, when I was tired and it was hot, right? Because I know I have a much healthier expectation I'm gonna end up with these fruit snacks. Like it's not a big deal. And so by the time I get to those fruit snacks, I've had time to look around at all kinds of things. I think on my way to fruit snacks, sexuality. But as things are more immediate, the more intense the things are around you, then you don't even really have sexuality. When you're all out of breath and shit, when you're tired, unless it was from sex, you don't really have sexuality. Like,
Right.
like you're just who you are. So it's like, how important can it be? Like, as in terms of your identity, it should just be something that you are, something that you do. It's like an action. The only people that really need to know your preferences are the people you're trying to fuck. But like, there's so much concern about that kind of shit. It's like, it's just funny. I just thought about it because you were like, well, everyone already thinks you're gay, which is a good joke.
Yeah, absolutely.
What you have to say.
Yeah.
And it's not that you're more than that is a real thing. We're just kidding about it, but like, it's not like it's not true. Like, that's what people think.
Right. No, everybody does think that.
That's what people.
It's like people ask me.
Were you in the room when a guy asked me that?
No, I wasn't in the room.
Oh man, that was the best. I was literally, I finished the seminar.
Yeah.
This guy goes, this has happened more than once, but the best one, in my opinion, was, hey man, I just think it's really cool that you're gay. I was like, I didn't know how to respond really, because it's like, what if there's someone in that room right now who is like on the verge of coming out, or like, who like was thinking about hurting themselves over some dumb shit? Like, you never know what's going on in somebody's head and in somebody's heart. But then this guy just said the dumbest possible thing. He he made an assumption. He didn't even ask me.
Yeah.
He was like, I think it's cool that you're gay. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Like I think it's novel.
Like you're like a specimen.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like you're.
And so, how do you think I responded?
So thanks, man.
Yeah, that's essentially what I did.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, that's cool, man.
Yeah. All right, that's cool, man.
And just moved on. I never like said no, or well, it's more complicated than that. Like, well, I mean, really,
Hold on, you're starting to cut out again.
like that's a long conversation.
No, it is. You should have been like, it's like, you know, that's you should have been like, that's an interesting way to start a conversation. That's what you should have said.
Hey, sir, are you hitting on me, sir?
So that's an interesting way to start a conversation. That's all I gotta say. That's the end of it. You just walk away.
He really meant it. His face was all beaming. He really thought he had like hit the jackpot. Like,
He's like
it was
Tony Black
so
man. He's a homosexual. I love it. I love everything about it. He has a high voice. I love it all.
stop. Apparently, you're the one with the hot voice.
No, high voice, not hot.
Oh, I hear what I want to hear.
Yeah, you do.
My jealousy is still real, Anthony.
It's so funny. Man. I think that's so stupid. I think that's just such a dumb thing to say to somebody. It's like I would just kick you out of the bed. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Like, why do you say that to me? I would just literally like, kick you and you fall on the floor. That's what would happen if anybody ever said that to me in my bed.
I have no idea what you're talking. I don't know what you're insinuating.
Just get up like this and just be like, yeah, get out.
Anthony, that sounds a lot like violence.
Do you have carpet in your room?
Yes.
Okay, that's not violent then. Soft, something soft to fall on.
It's from one soft surface to another.
Exactly. It's just a little bit. It's just a little bit of height.
I have the softest bed in the universe. It's not a plug. I'm not gonna give the company name out right now.
Oh, okay.
It just should be known. If you're curious, is the bed soft? It's soft as fuck.
Yeah. Mine's firm.
Soft as fuck. Softest bed you'll ever see.
I don't believe in soft beds.
Anthony,
I believe in firm beds. Yeah, what's up?
it came to my attention that a couple UFC fights that were on this card had complications.
Let's see.
Most notably, the Ovin St. Preux fight. Because OSP tested positive for COVID and cannot fight. So I don't know what happens with his opponent. If that opponent
Canceled.
gets show money, if that opponent is going to get another opponent to fight. And I think there was also complications in the welterweight bouts, if I'm not mistaken.
All I've seen so far is the. Out of here, fly. All I've seen is just one fight be canceled so far. I haven't seen anything else. I'll look. Let me see if but they do have an article about this. Let's see if they get the show money. Let's see.
Yeah. I want to know about the welterweight shit too. They let them cover this welterweight shit up.
Let's see.
These guys trying to fucking cover up their tracks. Not on my watch, Anthony.
Let's see. Oh, you want to hear? But in the meantime, you want
Good
to hear something really good? That's actually good for MMA. Bellator is going to CBS Sports. Thank God.
Are they still gonna keep their Vizio channel?
I don't know, but I'm happy they're going to CBS Sports.
Pardon. I had forgotten that you told me that they had a channel on fucking Pluto TV. And I'm like laying in my bed,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't been able to sleep the last couple of days, Anthony. Like, it's fair to say that I'm not in a bad space, but I think like my mental health isn't its absolute best because I haven't been resting right, and I probably average about like 4 hours of sleep the last few nights.
Yeah.
So like that's shitty for my sleep. Great for the gas stations around here who have to get the caffeine money that I give them to get through my classes and teach them well. In these training sessions, and the sessions have been good, and the classes have been good, and honestly, that's what fucking matters to me.
Right.
Like, my stomach has been bothering me because I'm drinking too much caffeine.
Mm.
My body's acting weird. I care, but I could give a fuck. As long as the fucking classes are good, I'm good. Like, that's all I care about is the work. Like, for a long time, I forgot that. Like, when I was at my very best as a coach and as a fucking athlete, I really didn't care about me.
Right.
Like, I didn't really think about what I wanted to do. I just fucking did what was supposed to happen. Now then, when I would get home, I would do nothing because I was exhausted from doing everything that everybody wanted me to do. Right? So there has to be balance. But like, man, a boy's got to rest. With that being said, during a lot of this insomnia, I've been watching free apps on my TV, like exploring them, right?
Yeah.
Being like, what? It's another free app full of movies and TV shows? Like, there's one called like Zumo.
Mm.
You seen that one?
No, I don't have
It's fucking
Vizio.
great, Anthony.
What is it?
It's fucking great. There's tons of good stuff on there. Of course, there's Tubi. Fuck with Tubi.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Pluto TV. And Pluto TV has a little sports section. And in that sports section is Bellator MMA as a channel.
Yeah.
It's fucking spectacular. It's on all the time, which is so good for someone that's like me. Like in the grand scheme of things, right? I've been in jiu-jitsu for a long time, but I've really been in MMA for a very small amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I've been around it here and there for a bit. Like there was a brief period where I was working with more MMA fighters because I worked at Evolve MMA, right? When that relationship ended, I was really just focusing on jiu-jitsu for a long time until Marcus and Devontae started doing fights and wanted me to help them, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, I get to work with Jess, and now we're in Vegas. And I'm working with Casey, and I'm working with Dill, and I'm working with Desmond. And like, I'm trying to help these guys, these Amis, get their shit together and get the career right.
Right.
So, like, having all these fights streaming, having YouTube, having Fight Pass, like all these fucking resources are tremendous. So like when I was like, I can literally lay in my bed and study passively, easily, just one more source to study from. Because like sometimes picking your study source is the best, and sometimes having someone be like, hey, read this right now
Right.
is good. And that's what I like about having it streaming the way it is instead of me being able to choose.
Mm-hmm.
It's like sometimes it's good just to be like, oh, never would have looked at this person and I just learned something. You know? Never would have thought about doing that. Never would have thought about doing this, or, oh, I see how this person reacted there. You know?
Yeah.
So it's good. But
Good.
I'm happy for them if they're happy for themselves. I'm not sure that CBS is the best spot. I hope they got a big check.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on major networks and MMA.
Why?
When has it worked? When has it worked?
That's true. We only had.
Show me it working.
I think the only one
CBS
so far.
has already tried this.
I think that's what they had. What's it called? They had
They had
PFL.
Strike Force or fucking Elite XC or something.
PFL. Didn't they have PFL too?
They had one of those organizations. They had one of the Coker's organizations for a second.
Yeah.
And now they have another one.
Yeah.
Like, good on Coker for getting the acquisition and everything. I'm just saying, hasn't worked yet.
No.
So far, no. In fact, I don't think. No, I could be off here, but I would argue that not since Wild World of Sport has any combat sport done well in fucking network television.
Probably right.
In terms of like long-term success, like maybe an event got a lot of viewers, right?
Right, but not like not the series.
It's how these things have been able to survive. Tuesday night fights in boxing on fucking USA. Fucking USA Network and Pro Wrestling. TNT and TBS with pro wrestling. ESPN with boxing and pro wrestling. Fucking TNN. Like, I mean, a lot of networks.
Yeah.
Like, I think those things tend to do better with cable networks. But like, I'm not an executive, right? I'm not saying that I'm smarter than Scott Coker. I'm just saying I hope they got a big fucking check. Because show me when it's truly worked. The longer relationships, the most successful relationships in similar businesses have been executed on cable. Especially in the digital age. In 85, maybe we have a real conversation.
Yeah.
But it's not 1985.
No, not now. That's fair. Okay, so I figured out the welterweight bouts. So, basically, one guy wasn't ineligible to make to compete for whatever reason, and that was one fight. So
What's his name?
let's see. Takashi Sato successfully made weight for his Daniel Rodriguez fight. Let's see. Made weight for his fight. However, Nevada State Athletic Commission ruled that the pancreas veteran, I'm guessing Takashi Sato, was ineligible to compete for whatever reason. They don't say why.
Okay.
And then they had...
That's hilarious. Keep going.
Yeah. They had Caitlin Bourne no-showed the weigh-in altogether for personal reasons. And so Dwight Grant was left high and dry. So since both standard fighters compete at 170, matchmakers were able to pit them against each other. So Rodriguez is going to fight Grant tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, so the two guys who were maybe...
Danny Rodriguez is gonna fight.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. I believe Mr. Rodriguez. Can you pull up a picture of him?
Sure, give me 1 second. Let's see.
I believe he's going to be cornered by Joe Schilling. If he's the guy I think he is. Maybe Joe and Eddie. I don't know if Eddie Bravo's coming out for this. Has Eddie been cornering people during the COVID era?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think maybe... I think he did one. 'Cause I think he did because Kevin Gastelum was competing at one point. Yeah. Because remember he went against the Joker. So yeah, he did compete, and that was recently, and so he was there. This is the guy you're talking about?
Yeah. I know Danny Rodriguez.
Okay.
Is it the same name as 6ix9ine? Is it his name Danny Rodriguez too or something?
Let's see.
But yeah, it sucks when your opponent falls through, but...
Hernandez.
Yeah, is his name Danny Rodriguez?
No, Hernandez.
Hernandez, damn it. That would have been way funnier.
He's like a racist.
Oh shit. I'm about to fight 6ix9ine. It's exactly who I wanted to fight. And he's on the prelim, right?
Yes. Yeah, Daniel
Cool.
Rodriguez. Oh no, wait. Well, I
Is
guess
that-
no.
right now?
He's the current jerker for the main event.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. Let's see who's on there. Austin Hubbard is in this card. Let's see who else is interesting.
See, honestly, I looked at the card, and just like every goddamn time, right? It's like when it's not super inspiring to look at, often the fights are really inspiring to watch, right? Like when you see the card on paper and it doesn't make you all like pitter pat. Sometimes that day those guys really turn up and they fucking show up and do their jobs. So I'm looking forward to seeing this. But I just don't have any tingling feelings, except for Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar always gives me tingly feelings.
The answer.
It always will. Because of the wars he had with Gray, because of him fighting PJ, who's my hero.
Yeah.
And like, I'm always gonna feel excited and nervous about watching Frankie fight because he's a legend. And like, when a guy, it's not that he's up in age, right? Like, how old is Frankie right now?
I bet you he's like 34.
Is that, no, he's gotta be older than that. I'm 39.
38.
It's not that, yeah. It's not that I think he's old, it's that I realize he does have a great deal of miles on him. He's been in fucking wars for a long time. He was in wars at 155 fucking pounds.
Yeah, start from 2000.
He was world champion at a weight class he really had no fucking business being in on paper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's gonna be wear and tear. And he hadn't even been stopped until Ortega clipped him with that uppercut. He hadn't been stopped in his entire fucking career.
Yeah.
And so now he's going against another guy who hits hard. It makes me nervous, man. It makes me nervous. I don't like seeing the legends get up. But this is the way it is. This is the nature of the beast. But I do not enjoy seeing my favorite of the legends fight guys who are capable of hurting them. I don't enjoy that.
No bueno.
Because it's scary, man.
It is super scary.
It's scary. You don't want to see something catastrophic happen to someone. That's all. Not that I'm super concerned to the level where I think this guy's going to really fuck Frankie up. I'm saying he hits hard. He hits hard. I didn't associate Brian Ortega with a hard enough strike to being able to put Frankie asleep.
No, never.
And so if he's facing a guy that I do think is capable of doing that, of course I'm going to be a little more concerned than otherwise. But it should be a fucking tremendous fight, so I'm excited about it.
It's so crazy to think about that. Less than
I say Frankie by decision,
yeah.
or Munoz by knockout / like flash knockdown to guillotine. You know what I'm saying? I can see that happening. I can see him knocking Frankie and him jumping on his neck.
Yeah, Frankie shoots, exposes the neck.
Not even he shoots. Just like he drops him, and in the transition as Frankie comes up, front headlock, sit him down. Like, I can see that.
Yeah.
Like, he's got a very, very strong choke game. So it's like, a lot of guys do that where they hurt the guy and then jump on his neck. But this guy's going to be more effective at at doing it and actually making it effective. So I think he's going to do that. But he may not get a chance. So we'll see. So I think... Oh, man. Heavy hand guillotine. That's what I see. Munoz round 2.
I hope, hopefully it's forever wrestling. It's forever wrestling. Every second is just, I want that to just be a reminder of Cub Swanson. Remember that first Cub Swanson fight versus Frankie Edgar, where it was just like, oh, that's super cool. You've been boxing the whole time. Watch this thing. And just took him down every round, just pinned him and just beat his ass every round. Like literally, it was just like ridiculous. It's like what? Like it was like oh, like you can't get up ever. Just like tell your corner to like drop you out because like this dude's not gonna let you hit him in the face. Ever.
I mean, it's a tough draw. It's a tough draw for both guys. But as Frankie is, I feel like we're watching the last few fights we're gonna see of Frankie Edgar.
Yeah, we are. It's
for better or worse. We're watching the last few fights. So I believe the UFC just started. Dana White, I think, just posted on Instagram something about it.
He just told you.
Which usually means it's about to go down.
It is time for the UFC to begin.
Live.
Oh my god, I am so beat up from jiu-jitsu.
You what?
I am so beat up from jiu-jitsu. I don't know why.
Oh, you?
Yeah, I got slammed.
I'm old as fuck and just started training hard again.
Yeah, but
this
what?
thumb, not good. Neck, not good. Thought I broke my collarbone for sure. It was like looking at it and it was like twice the size of the other one and I was like, it doesn't hurt that bad. And I can move my arm.
It's because you don't believe in
But like
ice.
for like a whole day, I was like, did I really hurt myself? Like, am I gonna be out for a few weeks? But it was straight.
But
That's
just
great.
because you're literally like the worst person with your own body. Like it's like literally like Anthony, I'm old. No, Darren, you're dumb. It's like all you have to do is this thing called ice. It's been around for millions of years. If you just put it on you, things swell, they go down, you feel better faster. You're like, I don't believe in ice. Give me booze and weed, and I'm good to go. It's like things.
Look, ice makes me sad.
What's so sad about
Ice
it?
makes me sad.
It makes you think about death.
You're cold and you're wet. It's horrible.
It sounds
Fuck ice, dude.
it sounds amazing. It makes you think about dying. It's like, oh, it's so great. You get to go.
No, what I like compression. I like heat. It's not that I'm against suffering. I'm against that particular kind of suffering.
Put a towel over you. What do you want?
No, no. I want a better idea. That's what I want. I want a better idea than ice.
Jess is not
That's
going to
what
buy
I
you a
want.
cryo chamber. Get over it.
No, that's even worse.
It's not wet. It's just cold. Just take away one of the
All
elements.
right, that's a good point.
Like literally, it's like
Fair play to you, Anthony. You're like, I erased one of your problems right there.
there you go. It's like ice is your friend, dog. It's gonna save
What
your
if-
life.
Can you get hurt in there?
Yeah, you can.
How is it okay to freeze your junk that cold?
It's okay because guess what? It comes out like an elephant. Once you warm it, it comes out like an elephant. Yeah, it does. It's crazy.
Don't say that.
It's so funny. It's so crazy.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Oh my god.
But
Oh,
so like the only way it's really dangerous if you're dumb like me and you put lotion
this
on.
hurt me.
If you put lotion on before you go in, then it can hurt you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I did that and I was like, why are there crystals forming on my stomach? And it's just like I look down and it's just like they're like, oh, what?
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, it was wild. I was like, oh, but it's like it really helped my ribs, so it kind of worked out for my benefit.
All right, so the cryo thing. You've done this how many times?
I've done this like about 5 times, I think.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how helpful was it?
I would say like the first few times it's like pretty good, and it depends like if nobody uses it, then it's like it's better for you. But if it's like you go to a place that like everybody goes in there and uses it, it doesn't get as cold. It doesn't get as cold as I want it to be. So
Okay.
it's like if you live in the Midwest, you're pretty straight. But if you live somewhere that's kind of cool, kind of like popular, then I imagine it's not going to be as great unless you tell them like, hey, this is my bay. Can you like hold it down for the day and let it get super cold or something? I don't know. But honestly,
I'm gonna need you to shut down shop for at least an hour before my visit.
honestly,
Get that motherfucker to cheap top coldness.
ice would be better. Ice is just way better because it just feels colder because it gets in your bones. It just feels better.
Look, I understand the wisdom of it,
Yeah.
and like I help fill up the cold tub for Jess, for Casey, for anyone else that's over when they use it.
They should just like put you in there. Like I don't understand this. Like I don't understand why nobody's like just like
I put my leg in it, right? So for the audience that doesn't know, I've had problems with my right foot for several years now. And only recently have I started doing anything at all to address it, right? And I'm to the point now where I can train again in bare feet, but I'm still in a pretty good amount of pain every day
yeah.
with my stupid foot. So I'm like, all right, I'll put my foot in the cold tub. Just my foot, right? Couldn't be that bad. My foot was in there for about 30 seconds before I really started thinking about how I could just chop off my leg and it could be in there and I could go away. And that might be better.
Yeah.
It's
But
fucking terrible.
it's like I bet you like those cold showers you only did like the first 30 seconds and then got up to a minute and then you gave up on it. Like we talked about this like a while ago and
Yeah, I fucking hate cold showers.
you did it like once or twice and then you gave up after that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's
I
just
fucking hate it.
just do it. Just do it. Think about it as like the toughest thing.
You just do it.
Yeah, I will put my feet in some cold ass water. I have no problem with that.
I know.
Cuz it's just
I fucking...
it'll make you feel better. Cuz imagine this. Imagine if you did that like and that was like in like a month you could like walk around on that foot and everything felt kind of normal. Like how crazy would that be for you? It's like I could just if I just did this like 2 years ago and my foot would have been fine. It's like how mad would you be if you find that out?
I'd be pretty mad, Anthony.
Yeah, so just try it out. The worst thing that can happen is that your foot may feel a
Just
little
try
bit
it out.
exactly like that guy. Just jerk off on the camera. Just try it out.
Whoa.
That's what he did. He was reading out. Yeah, Tom, you like this, Tom? Yeah, Josh, you like this, Josh? He just kept doing it. Like, you ever seen that video of his OnlyFans video?
I have not seen the video of. We're talking about Robert Paul Champagne.
Yes, that man. He's like, it's his promo video.
He has an OnlyFans.
He has an OnlyFans.
Is there a way of finding out how many fans he has?
Let's find out. I can go to my.
I want to know that
Incognito
because
room.
if he has a lot, I'm starting an OnlyFans tomorrow.
OnlyFans. Robert Paul Champagne. Let's see. Let's see.
And I'm not kidding.
Let's see. How do you know what he does? Let's see. He has 75 fans.
75.
Yeah, 112 likes. Yes.
So 75 fans, and what does he charge per month?
So, subscribe. Just to subscribe is $7.99 a month.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hold up, motherfucker, dude. I might. This is. Oh, that's tempting. That's tempting. And like maybe
That's $600 a month, at the minimum. $600 a month at the minimum. Because there's like some people who do like, you know.
Yeah, and then you guys do pay-per-view comments and shit.
Yeah, or you could do like pay-per-view videos, stuff like that. Let me know what you want to see. It's Robert Champagne. Subscribe to my page for hardcore stuff. I'll be posting almost every day. Let me know what you want to see. BBC, etc.
Etc. He's like giant black dicks.
What's
Anything you want.
Josh
Giant
Potter.
black
Let's
dicks.
see, OnlyFans, Josh Potter.
Dude. I know you're a fucking subscription. I know you're.
Let's see.
You're just subscribed.
I don't even have it. Jesus Christ. I guess Josh Potter doesn't have OnlyFans, but I don't think I would want to see that. That would make me barf.
Josh Potter has an OnlyFans?
If he did it, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think he does. I think he has something else. I don't know what it is, but he has some other like service that he uses because he's like, I do like shoulder hair porn.
He does what kind of porn?
Shoulder hair porn because he has like shoulder hair. Like the hair on your face is on his shoulders.
So you can be like, oh yeah.
Kind of like, but like it's disgusting.
Just
like,
me and my shoulder
like
hair.
it's like
here.
literally like it's like, you know, like it's like Cousin It. It's like right there, like on his shoulder.
Ew.
It's so disgusting. Like it's so gross.
Alright, I mean, but to each their own. Like, to somebody, that's their fucking kink, and that's how you can get this money. Right? So, I can't fault someone for that. Like, and I won't. Like, I think I know my niche in terms of, like, who will pay money to see me. I know who will do it, because I've seen them do it already, technically. Oh, that's so gross. Get out of here. I don't want to see that anymore. Take that away. I'm serious. I'm going to throw up.
Yeah, it's a good word.
Wow. And it's like, it's women over 50
Yeah.
and any dude.
Oh my god. It's so crazy.
Any dude. Dudes and women over 50 are willing to pay money to see very little, actually.
Yeah.
They're really not asking for the world here. Like, if I posted... Here's the thing, though. Like, there's only a few places where I could draw the right OnlyFans. Like, it's tricky. It would take me some work.
Yeah.
Say that. I would have to advertise on other places without mentioning it, really. Like, you would have to go other places, get people to look at you. I get what I'm telling the game right now. I'd have to go to other campsites, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get people to look at me, get their profiles, DM them, and be like, hey, buy my OnlyFans.
Yeah. It's a lot of work. Or
Because I can't really push it on Instagram. It's not
or
appropriate for me.
or you could do this if you really want to get in the game, like a sleazebag. Is what you could do is just find girls who has OnlyFans pages and then manage those pages, and then you make money off of that. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing that people do.
I know that's the thing that people do. I know people that do that thing.
They manage other people's OnlyFans pages and just have sex with them,
And
essentially.
maybe I should be one of those people.
Yeah, you could be that person.
But I don't want to be that person.
No, don't do it. The only person I know that does
Because
it,
that's pimping, dude.
it kind of
That's
is.
pimping.
He's
That's
like-
what it is.
Yeah,
And there's nothing necessarily wrong with pimping, but pimping is pimping, baby. And like, if you
it's not
if
easy.
you come up to somebody, you're like, look, you're gonna hoe out here, and you're gonna give me half of this money. Now it's not half. It's 5% for OnlyFans, right? But you're gonna be putting yourself out there, and then you're gonna give me some money.
Yeah.
I said, well, why are you giving me money? Well, it's because I put you on, baby. That's
Exactly. I'll let you know.
I put myself on. It's like, well, yeah, but if you put yourself on, maybe or maybe not, you have access to my network, which could also put you on further, potentially.
I mean,
Anyway,
that's
potentially. What I'm definitely gonna get is 5% of whatever you're gonna get,
yeah.
and that's where it's a little dicey. I'm sure there are people with those relationships that are really, really happy.
Yeah.
But with the legwork, 5%. But 5% is nothing because it's like that too, right? It cuts all kinds of ways. It's complicated.
Yeah, but the other thing is it can be a total sleaze bag, and then you can be a part of some of the videos, and then there you go. Now you up your percentage rate because now you're part of the shot.
Look, man, I've never asked for anything hypothetically or if allegedly I was talented for something like that.
Yeah.
I would have never asked for anything in return for that. Like,
Shut up my Instagram.
It's a different kind of material to me. Like, it's different.
Shut up my Instagram. My name is Cute.
Yeah, shout out my Instagram for me. I've held you down.
Oh man, it's so funny. It's like you just have like in the background, it just pans to like your Instagram handle on a whiteboard. Like, follow me. It's like, here I'm at.
That's what it should do.
It'd be so silly.
I can't do that.
It'd be so silly.
I can't do that, Anthony.
Because you work
all
for
these worlds must be separate.
Yes. I agree.
All these worlds must be separate. I can make vague references to things, and then people can assume that things have happened, but they can't prove anything has happened. I could be joking.
Yeah, you have to catch them in the act.
I could not be joking.
You know,
I could be lying.
It's like since
I could not be
COVID,
lying.
Darren's been a master at wearing masks before COVID happened. You'll never know who he is. That's true.
Yeah, before COVID, I was already wearing masks.
He said I was already.
You know what? I got a mask for my birthday.
I was already the booty devil before COVID happened. They never knew my face. You could only see my eyes. The blackness in my eyes.
The blackness in my eyes.
All they could see was the blackness in my eyes, the emptiness, the soul, the soul stealing. He's like, oh, look at that. Oh yeah, that looks like something you would wear on a porno set, like a fake, like Macho Man Randy Savage type deal.
Macho Man would never wear a mask like this.
I said fake Macho Man Randy Savage.
I would never wear this mask in real life, but it is a mask.
Yeah, it's like.
It's a mask. But it's not acceptable for the COVID. It's not a COVID style mask.
I mean, there's some.
I do have one of those. What do you wear?
Let's see. What is it? I think I have one. Give me a second.
That's what I want to know. What kind of mask does Anthony wear when he has to go see the people? Ah, you got the straps. You got some straps, daddy. Okay, let me show you what I've been rocking. This is so silly.
I did see a mask that I thought of you, and I'm like, oh, I should get Darren that. That'd be funny.
What does the mask look like?
It's basically like fingernails and a chick going like this.
Sir.
Yeah, I think you would like. I think you would
That
like.
is very racy. I would not wear that. There are children in this world.
That's true.
If there were no children in this world, I would wear the sluttiest, dumbest masks. I would wear swear words on my t-shirts.
Oh, you know what you should do? Oh, that'd be a great idea. You should.
You ever notice I don't do that kind of shit? People would think that I would.
Nah, I think that makes sense. Honestly, you like teaching. You like teaching kids classes. Oh, I know what you should get. You should get a mask with a print of you smoking a joint, just a joint in your mouth. That'd be perfect.
I'm gonna do the rest of the podcast just like this.
It's like, I don't know. I can't think of what you look like, but it looks like something like a B-list rapper.
And I don't know what I look like because I can't fucking see myself until I take my glasses off.
Take a picture of yourself, let yourself know, like a B-list rapper.
This little section of the podcast on Instagram Live.
Mushmouth.
Mushmouth?
You could be like Mushmouth. Is that Mushmouth? Is Mushmouth?
I have to try really hard to like enunciate. No?
No, you're fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see what's going on.
So you can understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got it. It's pretty good.
Well, that's nice.
Let's see what's going on.
Oh, this is a new form of the internet. Hello, you're in the middle of my podcast right now. That's Anthony.
Hi.
Apparently, Anthony is infinitely more beautiful than I am.
Compared to one person. Only one person said
one person, Anthony, it's been lots of people. Many people believe that your beauty far surpasses mine. They are all wrong.
There you go. See, that's what I want to hear.
But I'm masked up right now for no good reason, other than not having glasses on gave me the opportunity to do this dumb shit. And so now we're podcasting.
Jesus Christ, Diego
With
Sanchez.
just on all the fucking ears. Jesus Christ.
He's a fight coming up soon.
Who?
Diego Sanchez.
Who's he fighting?
Jake Matthews.
Who's cornering him?
Hopefully not his girlfriend.
Well,
I mean, well, wait, hold on, wait. No, I'm sorry, that's the wrong person. I'm thinking of Mike Perry. That's Mike Perry I'm thinking
you
of.
were thinking about Mike Perry.
Yeah, because I was like, he shouldn't be fighting at all. But that's who should fight. Mike Perry versus Diego Sanchez. That'd be a great fight. Why hasn't that happened yet? I would love the promos for that would be the greatest promo
I'm not
ever.
interested in seeing that fight.
I am for the promotions. Hopefully they get one of them gets COVID.
Why?
One of them gets COVID, and then the fight doesn't happen. But the promotions for it should be great. Like the shit Mike Perry says is hilarious. No, stuff Mike Perry says is hilarious. He's like, what did he says? He's like, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of anybody on the internet because that's not real life. Like, I'm not scared of him. I'm scared of myself. What I'm gonna do. Like, he was just going off, and I think it was Mike Swick was just looking at him like just stone cold killer, like just has to listen to this nonsense. And I'm like, that's some great motivational talk. It's almost as good as like Jesus Piece. Yes, yes, yes. Like, it's the same level of like, oh, you really believe this? What was? I gotta find this video and make you watch this.
I don't approve. Yeah, I have no issues with Mike Perry. He's just he's a character. He's a character. And he's winning right now. He's doing a good job. He's executing well.
Bro, I don't even want to
And
give
when
that
someone
dude the time.
executes well, all you can do is be like, good for you.
Let's see. I'll make you watch this.
That's all you can do.
I'll make you watch. This.
Continued success.
Make you watch.
I'd
this
say I
video.
wish you well, but apparently you're not allowed to say that anymore. That's a problematic statement.
That's not problematic. Nobody gets the culture. That's a cultural reference you don't understand. Right? People don't understand. They're not rich.
Had they been rich like us and
Yeah, hanging around rich white people that play golf.
the problem really is you're not rich like me.
Exactly, and rich with life experiences. That's what we're trying to tell you. Not money wise.
Now I'm talking about money. You want money, buddy?
Or
You just send me a link. You son
over
of a
the
bitch.
internet.
Yeah.
Because you would never say these things to me.
Because he just
This
go.
is
You
some
just, it's a Mike. You just have to watch it because it's just so funny to me. Like how he goes off because it's like you'll never say it to me, never in my face, never in my place. I will never allow that. Like that'll never happen. And he just goes off for a minute. And you see Mike Swick just like, all right, just stone cold, just sitting here.
Because I would fucking do something about it. I don't care who you are. I don't give a fuck, bro. Nobody's gonna play with me in my life like that. In my
Really?
life.
In my life.
Social media is not real time. So you wanna fucking play and I'm not gonna forget about it. If I can see this motherfucker in the street, I will do it for free.
Like it gives me goosebumps every time I see that. Him just talk about this. Yeah. 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 You hear him going off? Oh, man. It's great.
If we are ever
Okay, so that was Mr. Mike Perry, aka Platinum Mike Perry. And was that Mike Zwick with the whitest, most fucking HGH'd out face I've ever seen in my motherfucking life?
It's like, hey.
They were apparently doing a podcast, and Mr. Perry flipped the fuck out about Darren Till on
Same
social
time.
media.
I will go to fucking jail for beating.
There's some validity to that, right? It's like, you would never say these things if we were in like a face-to-face environment, and here you are saying these things because, frankly, it's convenient for you to say these things, right?
It's
Like
convenient.
it's easy.
It is easy. No, it is.
It's easy for you to say them when like when nobody's gonna be able to touch you, right? And there are people that talk reckless simply because you can't touch them right now. Then there's other people that'll talk reckless because they feel like it right then and there, and you weren't close enough to touch, but they just felt like saying it, so they're just speaking their mind,
Yeah.
right? And so there's a difference, right? Like that's where that phrase that people like to say so much, they say keep that same energy, right?
Yeah.
Like
Keep that
that's
same
where that
energy.
comes from. Like if you're gonna say that, then just make sure that when you see me, that's the energy you give me,
Yeah.
right? Like don't change up just because now we can touch each other, right? Like I assume that the things I say could make a person want to punch me in the face later.
Yeah.
So I process things before I say them. I don't just say the wildest shit I could possibly think to say. Because I don't want to get punched in the face. Like, maybe something I think is funny, you don't think is funny.
That's true.
Right? So I'm cautious about that. Like, imagine me making a joke about someone in the UFC. And our podcast is really small. I have no illusions about this. But imagine they're just like, hey, I heard you said blah, blah, blah. You thought that shit was really funny? And they're like a 205er, and they fucking crack me in the fucking sauna.
My first thing would
Right?
be is like, you're a fan. It's good to see that you're a fan. I'm happy. Do you want a free T-shirt?
So you're gonna get punched and then stomped on.
And then I'm gonna
See,
give him
I only got punched.
I'm giving him a free
Anthony's
T-shirt
trying
though.
to get put to death. I got put in the hospital. Anthony's trying to get put to death.
That's like, and that's the way I went. Is that some 205er beat me up, and I'm like, that's how I want to go. It's like, oh yeah, this guy. I got in this guy's head. Like, take notes, 205ers. He's easy work. Remember that. Now give me a nice eulogy at my grave. That's what I want. It's like you give me a nice headstone and a eulogy because of that.
Give me that sweet ass eulogy.
Yeah, because I gave you guys the evidence. Like, I'm not saying anything about Francis Ngannou because he's a French speaking man, but if I was able to cause him to beat the shit out of me, it's like, guys, remember what I said and use that to your advantage. Thank you, Stipe. Now give
Dude,
me.
the first time I saw that guy in real life, I was like, oh, like they make fucking comic books about motherfuckers like this.
Oh yeah,
Like, about that moment. The moment that I saw him is why somebody wrote a comic book. They were like in awe of another person in front of them. Like I was like, ah, like better not upset that. Like
Yeah.
better not upset that under any circumstance.
that dude creates doorways. That dude creates doorways. Like, you see a window and it becomes a door immediately for him.
Oh,
It's like, oh, he's like, it's just like,
this is me.
it's like, it's like, oh shit, I didn't know you could do that, dude. And then Shaq's
I
like,
aspire to do that myself.
Shaq is like, hold my beer. He's like
Fuck. Anthony,
yes.
I believe that the year we are in is weird enough that we can go without weird news for a single episode.
Oh, wait. Thank you for reminding me. I need to find this article right now. Because there's like a dude who's like about to win like a Senate seat or like win like be a representative for like Minnesota or North Dakota or something. And like he's like, yeah, I'm like, he's like 19 years old. He's like, I'm a bully. He's like, I've like leaked nude pictures of girls and done this and that. And he's already won his primary and he's running unopposed for a representative.
What?
Yes. Let me see if I can find that.
Look how excited you are.
Guy running.
He said, I'm a bully. I have leaked nude photos.
Yeah.
Like, these are, now, in what sense is he saying them?
He's like,
Is
'cause
he confessing this?
somebody,
Or
somebody called, somebody said those claims to him, and he's like, yeah, those are all true.
I mean, that's true then.
It's true, but it's like, it's the fact that he said that, and he's like, yeah, that's all true. And like keeps it pushing. He's like, I got the Trump model down.
I mean, look. If someone accuses you of something that you know is true, I think the worst thing you can do is say it's not true. You just say it is true. And then you say why you don't do that anymore. Or you say, not only is it true, but I stand by those actions.
Let's see.
I think there should be more bullying, you know? Let's just go the opposite way.
So
At
Coleman.
least you secured the bully vote.
So let's see. Let's see. A 19-year-old who admitted to blackmail, revenge porn, and bullying won his primary race for the Kansas House and is now running unopposed.
I mean, more power to Brett. What's his name?
It's Aaron Coleman. Let me figure this stuff out. Let me see.
I don't know why I made him Brett.
That's so
He
funny.
doesn't need Brett with 2 T's.
I want to find more about this. Let's see. Because it was like.
But yeah, it's like, did he say that he thought these things were good things, or did he say that I did those things?
Let's see.
Is this one thing I want to know? Is he leaning into it, or did he just got accused and he just admitted? It's really, he didn't even really fucking do anything.
Let's see. Now 18. Basically, he bullied some girl to try to commit suicide, supposedly.
Whoa.
Calling me fat, telling me to kill myself, like I'm never gonna find anyone, like I'm worthless. I'm just degrading me every day. I tried to end my life. Fuck you, you ratchet fat shit. She says he told her in a message back then. Fuck off, whale. Go on a diet and get some braces. Another young woman posted to the media, blah blah blah.
Now, how old was he when he did that?
So I think somewhere. So he had to be like in middle school. So I imagine 13, 14.
All right, so we're talking like 12, 13.
Yeah.
So it's 6 years. No, like it's like whatever.
Yeah.
But like, why are you 19 and able to get a fucking Senate seat?
It's because nobody because
Where are the grown-ups? Where are the actual grown-ups?
It's like let's see.
Nobody wants to run that shit.
Yeah, so he denounces them. He's like, the charges include bullying, revenge porn, and blackmail. I just want to make clear all these allegations are both true and occurred only digitally. I don't know why that's a stipulation that you have to say. Like, it's only digitally. Like, I never did this physically to you, but digitally. It's like it's the same difference, dude.
I think there's some importance to being clear. It's like, because texting somebody something mean and like getting in their face and being like, you're a fucking whale, like there's a difference.
It's like one you can only say
and it just
once.
makes things more clear.
Yeah, I denounce these actions and they're the actions of a sick and troubled 14-year-old boy.
Respect.
But 5 years later, has the presumptive lawmaker fully left the abusive boy behind? It appears certainly not. Coleman told one Republican during the campaign he'd laugh and giggled when you die of COVID. So it's like it's still going on.
I can't wait till you die of COVID. So it's like a 4chan kid got a seat. Look.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's where we're going. Anthony, I've got a jet.
All right, sounds good.
It's been a lovely podcast.
It's been great.
And we'll be back very soon. I know that the podcast has not been chop consistent.
Yes.
There have been obstacles.
Purposely.
Timing has been in the way.
Purposely for many reasons. I will make an announcement today that I have purposely not uploaded any audio episodes to see what would happen to our video views.
Ah.
Yeah. I was like, I'm curious. Like, will people just come on? And
So you did this on purpose.
I did this on purpose, yes.
Anthony's so clever.
I wanted to see. So
See, that's why Anthony gets to drive. I'm a passenger, just like you, audience member. I'm a passenger. I just try to do my best and show up when Anthony tells me to, and put the mic in front of my face, and then remember that I have to plug it in.
there you go.
For now, I'm gonna say goodbye to you. I bid you adieu. Goodbye, Internet.